Hey guys, Ep29 here with another episode of our Everton career mode. This is going to be episode number 29, I do believe. But before we get into the action, we've got a Youth Academy update and also subscribe to the channel. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. We are looking to get there before the release of FIFA 21. And obviously due to the current circumstances, we might have a little bit of an extended timeline on that. But the first game is going to be against Sparta Prague in the Europa League. Obviously the rotation side is out. I just want to talk about two things that are happening to the channel. Number one is the Road to Glory has been postponed for till further notice. Basically, I want to do it in a different style to the way I was doing it, so I do want to just have a look around, see how other people are doing it, see how I could maybe change it up, make it a bit more fun. And number two, there will be a My Player coming to the channel to replace the RTG for the time being. So RTG is scrapped for now. We're still going to have Football Manager, this Everton career mode, and we're going to be adding in a My Player to the bunch. So it should be fun as we go 1-0 up through Alexander Mitrovic in the Europa League against Sparta Prague. This is a game we should be winning. We are at the Goodison. We should be all over them basically, but they are having a couple of good chances in this game. And we, obviously with fostering goal, sometimes it's a bit iffy, because even with Jordan Pickford in goal, it's a wonder whether we will actually win a game or not. But you can see there, Foster missed the ball. Luckily for us, it hit the post and actually deflected back off of him. And again, very lucky that he did have the reactions to get up and actually collect the ball and not embarrass himself, basically. But yeah, we have a young goalkeeper in the substitute bench who maybe could make a couple of appearances. Obviously, we've got Rose, we've got Collins, we've got a lot of youngsters in this Europa League squad, obviously, as well as ones that we've actually signed in. Angel Gomez, in Anthony Robinson. Is it Robinson, not Robinson. Yeah, Salcedo is in there. So we have a lot of good options, and you can see in the 88th minute, the ball hits the back of the net. Fortunately for ourselves, he was considered offside, and we will be able to progress through. I think that confirms us through to the next round, if I'm not mistaken, because we have won every single game so far in the Europa League. As we return to Premier League action, we are taking on Aston Villa. They play a 5 at the back. A very, very hard one to break down, and they will be very, very difficult to kind of break down and score goals against. We struggled last year, twice against them, and it's just always a struggle. Even when we played with our 5 at the back, we conceded a lot against them. So we just hope that we can actually win this one. Obviously, Grealish returning against his old club, and it's going to be an emotional one. Obviously, he's been at the club he was at the club for years, and coming back. It's not at Villa Park, so maybe not as emotional, but still, seeing players he played with last year, see how they're getting on. But 19 minutes into the game, Richarlison he's incredible. I think he's grown to an 88 rated this season, which is absolutely brilliant. By far our best player in the team. Second is Digne, who's 85. So that just shows how much ahead of the team he actually is. And it's going to be difficult to keep him in the transfer window. Hopefully we can do so. I would say maybe by qualifying again for Europa League, maybe even going for the Champions League. That should keep him happy enough to stay here for the time being. We just need to start winning things. But trying to work out from the back, we lose the ball, and Brian Mendes cuts inside to Matty Target. Target across to Trezeguet. Great strike. Just wide of the post, though, unfortunately, for Aston Villa as they clear the ball upfield. Very, very suspect clearance there by them. But hey, it worked as Trezeguet finds Samatta, but Samatta does lose the ball to Chris Smalling. We've got a counter-attacking opportunity here. Men are charging forward. Here he is, Grealish. He knows the weaknesses of this squad, and he must have forgot he played for Everton because he's just given away the ball, but he wins it back straight away. Dilly-dallying on the ball by the Aston Villa centre-back, and Jack Grealish has just gone and assisted Richarlison to make it 1-0 to Everton in this game as we finally break the deadlock, and it's all down to Grealish passing the ball to them, and them just being so confused as to why he did that. But we're not done there. We're going to try and add a second to our tally. At 71 minutes in, and Andre Gomez, not Angel Gomez, Andre Gomez in the box finds Digne. Digne finds it up to Malinowski. He's got a wander of a left foot. Can he find it? Nope. Goes to Gomez. Back into Grealish. Grealish, first time striking the near post. and he can't quite finish it off. We're getting very, very unlucky here. The amount of chances we've created, and it's still only 1-0. So Aston Villa can very easily get back into this one if they so please. But Richarlison on the ball, lays it across to Grealish. He's going to go right back to Richarlison. Another strike incoming. No, he lays it off to St. Maxime. And ASM, instead of going for the far post, he cuts it back, goes for the near post, and he makes it 2-0. Really good result for us. 3 points pretty much wrapped up now, considering how late into the game it is. And as you can see, the final free kick is taken. Digne up to St. Maxime. We lose out the ball, but the final whistle is blown. And the 3 points will be staying here in London. Staying here in Liverpool with us as we travel to London to take on West Ham. They've got a very, very strange team. They've got a couple of good players in there. They've upgraded a couple of positions, but a couple of positions I feel like they've downgraded on. As for ourselves, you can see the squad there. We have changed formation. I don't know if you saw that in the previous game. We've gone from a 4-2-3-1 to a 4-3-3 with a centre attacking midfielder and 2 CMs instead of a cam and 2 CDMs. And obviously, instead of left mid and right mid, it is now right wing and left wing. But 27 minutes into the game, Yarmolenko plays the ball down to Hector Bellerin, whipped across to Sebastian Haller, and somehow Fornals gets to that one before Michael Keane, I think that was. And I just don't understand how the AI can score so many crosses on this game. As a brilliant ball is threaded through to Richarlison, maybe gone a bit too wide. But he lays it across to Lozano, looking to make it 2-1. It's a great save by Fabianski to deny him of the chance. 60 minutes in, Digne from the free kick. It goes over and it hits the crossbar. The keeper wouldn't have got to that one. Definitely would not have got to that one if it had been on target. But alas, we have failed. And 1-0. Intercepted there as Felipe Anderson now charging forward finds Fornals. Fornals is going to play it back through to Felipe Anderson. Lovely counter-attack here by West Ham as they whip it across. Mark Noble to Fornals. He just tucks it past. And at this point, I'd had enough in this game. And I walked out on the boys. I let them finish off the game, but I walked out. I left. And I was fined by the Everton chairman. I was fined by the FA. But I just walked out. I'd had enough. I'd seen enough. And that's how we're going to end the episode. We're a bit angry at this Everton squad. But what can we do to change that? Hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.